everyone, Sophia here from My Great Challenge. Welcome back to my laundry room. This is episode 9. Today I am doing something I actually enjoy doing, which is building stuff using wood and screws. I am framing the 2 windows that are on this other side of the room above the toilet. If this works, I may or may not do the one on the other side. I don't know, I gotta decide. But let me show you what I got so far. So I bought wood. I got all my tools. I have my tea right here, that's an essential. And here are the 2 windows. This is what I plan on doing. The problem, and you probably can see it from here, is that this part of the basement is not finished. Technically, they're supposed to sheetrock and encase this area here, which they did not do. Alright, so obviously I'm not going to do that because I have the heater right here. I would have to get a plumber to move the heat out of the way, bring it back down on the baseboard. It's like I'm not getting involved in that. Okay, so what I want to do is hide this part right here of the window where I have the concrete and the dip right here. And then you can see all the foam and you can see all the casing and the stuff that goes with the window. Alright. So there's several things that I've thought about doing. I thought about getting just boxes and putting them on hinges and just dropping them. Then I thought, well, it doesn't really help. It will hide this, but it won't look all that great. So I have another idea, and I bought wood boards. They were $12 each. I got 3. Hopefully I don't need another trip to the Home Depot. But this is what I'm going to do. And I moved this one here because that way I don't have to, you know, move a whole bunch of stuff for you guys. Okay, so there's going to be one of those boards here, the same thing than this over there, and then on either side I'm gonna have one, and then in the middle here I think I can get away with 2.5 boards, but I may need 3. We'll see. I have enough boards because I bought 3. Alright, so on the bottom it would basically look like this, right? And it would be flush to the wall. Can you see it? Okay. And it's still getting painted, by the way, in white. And then on the top, it would look like this. Right? So what I want to do is make sure that I can still open and close the windows, right? So it would look like this, okay? And then you can imagine, use your imagination, okay? Visualize. Right here, there's going to be pieces of wood like that. And then the other board here at the bottom. Now, I have one little problem, is at the corner over there I have the cast iron pipe that comes down from the 3 floors above us, and that's getting in the way of this particular thing. So I'm gonna have to make an earmark and cut off. So it's gonna be cut at an angle, but that's alright. So once that's done, then what I'll have to do is paint the whole thing, and then I'm gonna put a curtain rod. And there's going to be curtains right here and then on either side. And I'm not sure yet if I want to do the curtains to stop here or go down a little bit. I may do down a little bit just to hide the ugliness, general ugliness of the wall. The biggest issue I'm going to have is how to get the frame onto the wall. So I'm going to build the whole frame first, right? Because right there underneath it, I have the seal of the house, which is wood. So I have some electric wires. I don't know if you can see them. I need to move them. And obviously, if I go this way and I put the frame here, you can see that I have a large amount of space in between. So I'm going to put probably a 2x4 plus some other wood to raise it flushed here above this and above this, because I want it to be flush like that. So it might be a little bit forward so that I can nail this, use that part as a nailer and just put my frame directly onto it. Am I making sense? I'm having trouble figuring out the whole thing. I don't know if you can tell, but it seems like it's going to work. So we're just gonna go with it. All right, let's get all delusional together and grandiose, and we're gonna figure out how we're gonna hide those ugly spots here. It's got no other purpose but to make the room look prettier. That's it. It serves zero purpose. All right. But it's fun to do, at least for me, because I love working with wood and big tools and stuff. So what I gotta do first is measure how long do I want this thing. And I need to go behind the toilet pipe first. And I know I got, so let's say, this is gonna be 78, or just about, right? And then we're gonna go all the way up to here. So that's 78 plus 15, 93. So I'm gonna cut my 2 boards at 93. You probably noticed already that I'm doing approximate measurement for the length, because it really doesn't matter. The length doesn't matter. What's going to matter is the boards that go vertically. Those I have to have exact measurements. All right, so 93, and I got 2 boards to cut. I'm going to work really slow, and there's a reason why I want to do that. One, because I have time, even though it's the afternoon and I had my lunch already. But 2, because I just did the floor and I don't want to scratch it. So I'm going to be careful. I got goggles on. I am using the sink, the slop sink, as my leverage. And for those of you who are wondering why I'm more, it's a weird angle, I get that. Why I'm keeping the laundry cart in here is because I'm using it for holding the stuff. So got my sew right here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and I hope you can see. Alright, I'm just gonna cut that. Alright, so I just remeasured it and it's a little bit too long. I'm having it go all the way against the wall over there. Because I think it's gonna finish off the wall a little bit better. And then I could do that on the other side too, but then I would have to panel it. I don't want to do that. So yeah. All right, so let me cut the second one. I will be right back. So I have moved to the basement middle part because it's too complicated to do that in the laundry room. And here is basically the frame in its row format. So here is the corner which I cut so that the pipe can go through, and I have the 2 panels here. These 2 I'm not placing yet because I need to have them equidistant, and I have to measure how much space I need in the middle for each window. And then here is the end part. So now, believe it or not, what's going to be the most complicated for me is to flip this thing, because this is the front and I need to screw it. I have metal plates. I'll show them to you when we get there. I have metal plates and I have to put them on the back so that it attaches those vertical parts, and I don't want to see screws in the front. However, it is like, so for some reason it's the most complicated thing for me to do. It's just to flip the whole thing over and not mess up. So I think I'm just going to flip it this way and it should work, but I'm not sure. So let me try it. So I know it sounds silly for me not to figure out how to do this, but okay, so if this is the front, I need to work on the back. So I'm just gonna flip the whole thing. I'm gonna move that, and I got stuff in the way, of course, because, you know, we're in the basement, so it's crowded. Okay, so if I move this way, right, I can then move this that way. I think I got it. Okay, wasn't that complicated, Sophia. So this would go here, and this would, can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, this would go here, right, and this one goes here. Okay, I think I got it. So right? Because then it's flipped that way. Okay, good. All right, so how do I fix those on? How about these things? Can you see it? These things. They're metal plates with holes. And I figured if I go this way, right, I can screw 3 here, 1 here, 1 here, right? Or I can go right here in the middle and I can have one on both sides and then do another one here and here, right? Or I can go this way and it will allow me to get, that's probably what I'm going to do. Yeah, nah, it's too close. Okay. So, or I can go in diagonal like this, which is probably what I'm going to do. Because, can you see what I'm doing? Because that will allow me to hold this to that this way, right? I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, let me get the screwdriver and, not the screwdriver, the drill. And I bought, these are 2.5, 3/4. These are self-tapping screws, which is really what I need. No pre-drilling. I'm just gonna go straight with the drill and bzz, 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 right? So yeah, if I do it in diagonal, it allows me to put it together rather than doing it straight. So let me plug in my drill. I'll be right back. So I have the main ones on, and then I'm going to add those little ones here, and those are gonna go right here in the corner, and they're going to secure these corners right here. I'm going to do the other side, same design with those two like this, and then the corners. And then we'll figure out how I'm going to measure, or at least where the ones in the middles go, and I'll be ready to hang it. So it's hanging on by a thread right now. To be honest, I have no idea how it's staying on its own. I'm assuming it's just the metal that I put in the back that's going on the bumps. So I figured out how much I need here, because what I did is that I took a piece, right, and I measured. You can see my little mark maybe here and there. Okay, so there's going to be one here, and then there's going to be one here, right? It looks crooked right now because it's falling down a little bit on the left here. And then on this side, I messed up. Look, I'm missing all of this. So I have to cut a piece to fit in, and that's all right. You can see over there that it's fitting with the little notch that I did for the pipe. I'm gonna leave it there for a second. I need to cut the piece that goes in here, and then I have to get the two pieces there. So I'm done. What I need to do now is I have a piece of 2x4 that's not large or long, but I got to cut it in two, and I'm going to drill it directly into, screw it directly into the sill that's above the windows. So that way when I put the frame, I can just go ahead and screw it in. Alright, so I'm holding it so Scott can see it. And Scott, what do you think?
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay, so I'm going to do the 2x4 on top, and I'm going to be able to drill this directly into, drill it right here, directly into it so that that stays. And then once that's done, I'm just going to go ahead with the putty and fill in all of my little cracks here and there. I'm going to sand it good and then paint it. But I can still open my windows, but at least I'm hiding the fact that this is a basement and it's not finished. So it still stays on by its own. It's just not going to be, it's pulling here, leaving a gap, so that's the problem. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see me, but before I put my 2x4 here, I got to remove those wires so they attach with some serious staples. So I'm trying to just, oh man, these are huge staples. Okay, I have another one right here I need to remove. There we go. Look at the size of these staples. They are huge. Okay, so the only reason why I'm doing this is because I want to be able to move this as much as I can, because I want my 2x4 to go right here. There we go. Alright, something's in the way. What is it? It's the cable. Oh boy. Okay. So, sometimes you gotta know your limitations. I could not screw the thing in. I don't know if it's the 2x4 or what, but I just couldn't screw it in. So, we're gonna go with plan B. I got ginormous nails, and that's what we're gonna use. Alright, because I'm not gonna be here all day. I got stuff to do. You're not going anywhere. Good. Let's put the frame up. Okay. This is the part that's gonna get ridiculous, because I gotta move this thing up. I gotta hold it and nail at the same time. And avoid the cables. So I'm going to do one at a time. Alright, let's not worry about the gaps, okay? Because that's going to get, that's a big gap. But I'm going to put shims in it, I'm fine. Ah, you're not high enough. Wait a minute. What's stopping you? Oh, the cables. Of course. Okay. Here. What's stopping you? I got something stopping. You know what? Let me see something. Ah, I'm leveled. Imagine that. That's not level. That is leveled. My house really is crooked, you guys. Unbelievable. Even the joists are not. Oh wait, I already got in here. Is that something? Let me do that at the bottom. Leveled. Leveled. It's the joist that's not straight. I'll be damned. Okay. Okay, so I'm not 100% satisfied with this. My problem is the sill. The 2x4 is not flushed because I'm catching a little bit of the metal frame that's on the that's the old metal frame from the previous window before they put that one on. Okay, so as a result it's a little bit slanted that way. So what it does is that it's moving my frame, I don't know if you can see, just by a little bit. You know, no big deal. I'm just going to go ahead and fill out all of the cracks that I have, right, so that I can sand it, because I want to paint it, remember? So I'm just filling in all the cracks. Some of them are bigger than others, obviously, but that's because, you know, I can't measure. Once I put the paint on it, you won't be able to tell. And I had to do one of those right here, but the curtain's going to be in front of it, so it won't really matter. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and fill all of this. This pipe is like in the way, so annoying. Okay, I tell you what, guys, I'm wiped out. That's it for me. I patched all of the cracks and whatever, and I waited a good 30 minutes. It's not dry. I was gonna sand it and paint it, but you know what? It's 5:30 in the afternoon. I'm getting tired. I want to go quilt. I have some cleanup to do, so I'm just gonna show you what it looks like. And tomorrow, when I come back for the next video, I will sand it, prime it, because it's pine, so I don't want the pine sap to go through. Paint it, and install a curtain rod, and then after that I'll make curtains. So I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do curtains tomorrow, but in the meantime, this is what it looks like. Right, so I think it's an improvement. It's not the greatest job I could have possibly done, but it is what I wanted. It's filling in those big gaps in between the window and the concrete. So let me see if I can orient the light a little bit. I don't know if you can see better. Nah, okay, it is what it is. All right, so again, tomorrow I'll sand the whole thing, and I'm going to prime it, so it's going to be all white, and then I'll paint it the same white color than the walls, so it's going to really blend in. You barely will see it. And then we'll finish it off with nice curtains. And the fabric, I'm just going to use drop cloth. That's it. Because I don't want anything with prints. It's just going to make the room smaller. So if you like this project, thumbs up. I will see you tomorrow. I don't know when I'm going to edit that, maybe tonight. And that will be it for me for today. So again, thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe right here in the corner. Go up here in the little eye icon to see what the laundry room looked like when I started. That's the whole series on the laundry room makeover, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching, you guys. Bye.